What's good, YouTube? It's your boy OTM. Drop back this thing for another month. And today's video is gonna be me reacting. Kid shoots dad over Nintendo Switch. Hopefully it was worth it. He's gonna regret it, just like Tyreek Saint fucking Patrick regrets killing his pops. But without further ado, we're gonna get straight to it. No more fucking talking. Let's do it.
Watch this. I wonder if they get the message. I ain't going broke. Ran up down to 300 racks at that corner store. You could catch me in the hood where you wouldn't want to go, or down south asking niggas what they get to.
Have this little 11-year-old shitter who apparently shot his dad over him taking his Nintendo Switch. Yes, you heard that right. This spoiled little brat, as you can see here on our screens right now that I'm, circling with my cursor, who is 11 years old, is now charged as an adult after fatally shooting his father over taking his Nintendo Switch. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this isn't even Gen Z anymore. I'm not gonna blame Gen Z for this because he's too young to be Gen Z.
Yeah,
believe it or not, most of Gen Z are
young.
now adults, young adults now. This is
Facts.
Gen Alpha, and I just gotta say,
Oh, I'd say that's Gen Alpha, not
as
Gen
bad
Z.
as people think Gen Z is, brother in Christ, Gen Alpha, and then Gen Beta after them. Gen Beta are basically infants right now, are probably gonna be uncomparable to our generation. And by the way, if I sound a little congested right now, it is because I am. Apologies, I'm still recovering from my illness. But I just gotta say, I've never heard, this is the first time I've heard of any kid shooting their dad over a Nintendo Switch. Now, maybe in the past, somebody has killed their parent over taking their phone, their computer, grounding them, in some way, shape, or form. But specifically for a Nintendo Switch, it's crazy. And yeah, you guys can see the dad right here in this post. It's just insane.
The family was in this home celebrating their son's 11th birthday. That's when court documents say their son found a gun and shot his adopted father. This happened.
Oh, so this is not his biological pops. Adopted father. Okay, got it.
Tuesday around 3 a.m. When state police arrived, the young boy named Clayton Dietz had a bloody lip and injuries around his eye. Court documents do not explain how he was hurt. The documents do say, however...
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all gotta think about it, y'all. He got the gun, the recoil. Shit probably smacked him in the face.
That Clayton was looking for his Nintendo Switch, which was taken away from him when...
Hey, ain't that some shit? You kill your step pops, you looking for the Nintendo, you can't find that motherfucker, you still get locked up.
He found the revolver in a safe inside the home.
Now, I just gotta say, I don't know what caused his facial injuries. They say that he had a swollen lip or something like that, a bloody eye. Kind of sounds like abuse to me, but let's be honest here, because I don't want to make any definitive assumptions. Could have been abuse, could have been self-inflicted. We don't know. There's a lot of crazy people, crazy kids in society. But I just gotta say, how could you even possibly go from getting your Nintendo Switch taken away from you because you were maybe acting bad? Maybe on top of that also getting a whooping because you're a problem child, to then all of a sudden thinking that it would be a bright idea to gun down your dad or your adopted dad in the situation. So wherever the hell the real father is, he's still alive. The stepdaddy who stepped up to take care of this child. The dad took the Switch, so the son grabbed the Switch and switched them on down. This is crazy.
Troopers say that he then took the gun and shot his father in bed next to his mother. 42.
Damn! He walked him down. The 11-year-old walked him down with the mom in the fucking bed. Is crazy.
2-year-old Douglas Dietz was found dead. In the interview room, his wife said she woke up to the sound of a gunshot. Then her son confessed to her, saying, quote, "I killed my dad. I hate myself," end quote.
Wow. Want to know what that reminds me of?
I want to kill my mom. I want to kill my dad. I want to kill my grandma.
This is why you have to watch these little kids nowadays, man. Just literally grounding them over bad behavior can possibly lead to you being in the ground yourself because they want to kill you. Like, I can't believe this little shitter right here, this spoiled, entitled brat, really upped the pole on his stepdad, who probably got him the Nintendo Switch too, just because he took it away temporarily. Honestly, for one, this is why I would never leave any guns, like, just laying around casually to where a sick child like this can have access to it. Number two, respectfully, I'm probably never going to become...
And that motherfucker was loaded, because let's think, he don't know how to fucking put a clip in or none of that shit. Think about that, y'all. There had to be one in the head.
a stepdad unless I
Motherfucker ain't
raised
had
you
that
since you were
motherfucker
a
in the
little
safe or
baby and I
nothing.
like instilled all my values into you. If I come later in your life, I can't trust you. I'm sorry. Respectfully, whatever traumas you have from your dad or your mom, unbeknownst to me, can have me killed or clapped because you feel some type of way. You want to crash out because I grounded you and took your Nintendo Switch away. Bro, not saying a kid I raised from the inception of him popping out of my woman's womb couldn't possibly clap me either. But I'm just saying the probability is drastically lower. And the crazy thing is, check this out.
Before the shooting, she told troopers that they put their son to bed while singing happy birthday to him. Neighbors who knew the family say this violence was very out of character.
But think about it like this. If they took his Nintendo Switch around his birthday, the little nigga had to be fucking devious. So you mean to tell me you don't have your Nintendo Switch on your fucking birthday? That's how evil you are. So the little nigga was already fucked up.
For the young boy.
Oh, they always say out of character. Yeah. Oh, he was a good boy. There were no signs before. He was such a sweet child. Anytime one of these kids kills, claps someone, ups the pole on someone, they want to say they were the sweetest child on honor roll. They were going to be a doctor, a scientist. They had such a bright future ahead of them. Yeah, right. Now, one comment I do want to point out, someone said, are they just going to gloss over the fact that the kid was injured? Like, did the parents exclude the fact that they beat him previously, or did he get beat after shooting the father before enforcement came? How the F you're gonna say something like that and not document it in court? Yeah, so that is a good point right there. I don't know.
What I'm thinking, either the mom beat his ass, or it could be the recoil from the gun. Because you know when you shoot a gun, it's fucking recoil. But
Speculatively, he could have been abused, which would then presumably lead to him possibly shooting his stepfather in the night. Now, obviously, that's just a huge assumption. That is just pure speculation. And it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility for a kid sick enough to shoot his dad, his stepdad, in the dead of night with a gun to possibly end up having self-inflicted wounds to make it look like he was being abused. Like, there are psychotic people out there who will fake injuries, run their faces into hard objects to make it as if they were previously hurt by another individual. So I would not be shocked. You guys can have your opinions in the comment section. What do you think about that? Obviously, they're gonna have to investigate whether this kid was being abused in that household or not. And if they can verify that, then that'll literally just change the entire optics of the story. Assuming he's not like clinically crazy. But still, at face value, a kid killing his dad, his stepdad, whatever, same shit, right? His guardian over what they're saying was over a confiscated Nintendo Switch is crazy.
But according to court documents, Clayton's mom says he was upset when he was told to go to bed and had his Nintendo Switch taken away. He admitted to police that he got the key to the gun from his father's drawer.
So this was literally premeditated. Whoa. It's not like this was an accident. There's no way a gun just magically fell inside his hands. A gun that was stored inside of a case that required a key. It's not like this kid just woke up. He was a sleepwalker, had the gun magically in his hand and just accidentally shot his dad in the head. Like, no. This was a very cynical, calculatedly cold, premeditated, all the words to describe someone planning something out in this cold-blooded fashion. And one commenter says, these kids don't know how to regulate their emotions. I got mad at my parents growing up, but the thought of annihilation never crossed my mind. Exactly. There are some evil, abusive, negligent parents out there, individuals who thrive off of others' suffering. I'm not saying these parents are this type, but they are out there. Valid. So, you know, through this investigation with this child and his mother, we're gonna see if they were actually abusing him or not. Time will tell.
And that is when police say the boy told them that he went inside that safe looking for his Nintendo Switch and instead got the gun, took it out, and allegedly shot his father in the head.
Bruh. Whoa.
Oh,
so,
shit,
wow. I don't know what to say about that specifically, but clearly this kid was crazy. There's no way in hell, unless I was severely abused as a child, like repeatedly for years, would I ever have the gall to even go looking for my Nintendo Switch, thinking it's in a case, locked, get the key, unlock it, find that there's not a Nintendo Switch in there, but a gun, and in my annoyance or anger, decide to then pick up that gun, cock it, aim it at my dad's head, and bang. That's clearly not normal.
When a juvenile is charged with murder, they automatically begin as charged as an adult.
Which is the case for Clayton right now. But that could change through what's called decertification.
I ain't even gonna lie. I know the dude family is on that mama's ass. Because you gotta think, this is not his actual jit, like biologically. So I know the dude's family's like, they want his head, nigga.
decertification.
And decertification is a filing where the defense tries to say the individual should be prosecuted in the juvenile justice system for a variety of reasons.
That's up to a judge, and whatever they decide will make a huge difference.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just got to say this is a crazy ass case. And yeah, this is making me not want to have kids. Like, I know that I'm probably going to be a fantastic father, of course. I'm going to be loving, caring, and all the sweet little things, but I'm also going to be strict. We're going to have a tight program, and I'm probably not going to raise my kids along the lines of public schooling with the majority population's kids. I don't trust people raising their kids and my kids being around them. I'm sorry. I'm already cynical as it is right now as an individual grown man with no kids. So yeah, it's either going to be a very vetted and thoroughly vetted private school that am heavily involved in, or homeschool. Definitely, there are too many sickos and wild ass people running around in society who shouldn't be having kids. They're reproducing, and then those traits are being passed along to their kids. And yeah, I'm just not taking the chance. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this? It is getting spooky out here.
That's the end of the video, y'all. That's crazy. What's y'all thoughts down below? Should they give Jit the death penalty, or is he too young? What do y'all think? Prayers out to that dude's family. Just comment down below how y'all feeling. Peace.